Welcome all to the Mathews Brothers retirement party for Mr. Roger Grindle. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome all of you, the internal and external customers of Mathews Brothers, the nobles of Anah Shrine, and the friends and family of Roger Grindle. We've prepared some food and drink for you tonight. Hope you are enjoying all of that. By the way, my name is Scott Hawthorne. I'm the president of Mathews Brothers Company, and I've known Roger a good long time across many different groups and years. And those 15 years at Mathews Brothers have been very enjoyable. And Roger, I hope they have been for you as well. I send this message along because unfortunately I'm unable to attend this evening. I did not envision it, but I had 2 planes cancel on me yesterday. But enough about me. I feel a little like the best man trying to get the groom to the altar. The only thing that could be worse is if the groom, oh my God, Roger, you're there, right? Tell me you're there. You made the room, right? I know you did. I know you did. And better yet, you probably have a glass of Crown Royal in your hand. If you don't, somebody please get him one. Roger, you have been a professional leader in our sales team, somebody that all of our sales folks look up to. It is, without a doubt, added a level of professionalism to Mathews Brothers that we were looking for, and we're very glad that you've been a part of that journey for us. Thank you very much. It's been 4.5 months since you first came to my office with a little tear in your eye that this was a decision you had made, and I congratulated you then, and I congratulate you today for making the decision. It is something we all aspire to, and that's reaching our retirement objective and spending a few years, hopefully a lot of years, with the ones that we love each and every day. With that, I will turn the program over to Bob Maines. He has a presentation he's put together to share with all of you. And again, thank you all for being here tonight. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
20 and a couple of years ago, a young man, fresh out of college, joined the fraternity of building products professionals and began earning a living in northern Maine. His name, Roger Grindle, and over the next 4 decades, he would forge friendships, build relationships, and earn a living for himself and his family. Shakespeare wrote, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women in it merely players. They have their exits and they have their entrances, and each man in his time plays many different parts." So in order to learn a little bit more about Roger, we talked to the people who know him best, his customers, and the people he's worked with at Mathews Brothers over the past 15 years. Roger has always been proud of the fact that he knows every single person working at every one of his customers' locations. What can you tell me about Roger?
I hope we've seen the end of him.
Who?
Never heard tell of him.
Don't like him.
Who's he?
Don't really have a whole lot to say about him, though.
She's a good guy. I don't know. I don't care much for him.
Okay. Looking back on when you first met Roger, can you recall what your first impression was?
Idiot.
Over the top.
Strangest man I've ever seen. Oh, or woman.
He's quite a cat, that guy.
Little twerp.
Young spoiled brat? Rather loud.
Problem child.
What kind of mind works up there anyway? That's all I got to say. Yeah.
Wild. Crazy.
Handsome as hell.
Young, crazy kid.
Oh, he's so tall.
Trash.
Roger's always been proud of his abilities as a salesman. How would you portray his style of selling?
Too much talk.
A liar.
Way out there. A nightmare.
You know how they say when you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, then don't say it?
Very odd.
Loud, long-haired, know-it-all type fella.
Roger prides himself on always looking and acting professionally. What thoughts spring to mind if you were to describe his physical appearance?
Oh, something went wrong.
Bad hair. Dennis the Menace, all grown up.
Needs a new hairdo.
Turncoat the male species.
Socializing has always been an integral part of the sales relationship. You've been out to eat with Roger. What can you tell me about him in this type of situation?
Disgusting.
I'm speechless.
Kind of girly.
A man and a woman.
Oh, he, she. What is it?
If you had to describe Roger to someone who's never met him, what words would you use?
Somebody who is a holdover from the 60s and maybe living in the backwoods of Maine and taking it easy most of the time.
Tie-dyed shirt, traveling the country, smoking dope, living life.
Oh, long hair, colorful t-shirt, and Stevie Carver.
Long hair, banjo on their back. I'm not real sure.
Long-haired, skating, smoking a lot of pot.
Goes to a Grateful Dead concert, and then after the drugs wear off, they go, wow, this band sucks.
Long unwashed hair, dirty clothes. How's that?
Doesn't wash themselves, doesn't wear shoes, holes in their socks.
Roger's been talking about retirement now for a few months. Has he shared with you any of his aspirations, any of his goals for his retirement years?
Pop singer.
The next president.
A ladies' man.
Pretty boy.
A dancer. Dancing.
The next president of the United States.
Singer.
The next president of the United States.
From all outside appearances, Roger has led an exemplary life. He's been an active member of many civic and philanthropic organizations, and yet rumors persist about a scandal that he was involved with. Do you have any information about this that you can share with us?
Absolutely no comment.
Secrets in the closet.
That one's a touchy subject.
I don't think he did it.
He did it.
Not sure if he's innocent or guilty on that one.
Guilty as charged.
He's going to be spending a long time behind bars.
Still free.
Yeah, no longer going to be a spokesman for too many other companies, is he?
The jail time is not going to be kind to him.
Well, Roger is kind of one of a kind. What I say is one of a kind. It's sad that he's retiring from this profession because there's only one Roger. You'll never replace him. You know, there's people out there that know this product and know the industry, but you only have one Roger. You know, people buy from people, and Roger's good people. So he's established friendships all throughout the state. You know, everywhere, from all his clients and customers, I should say, and. In not just with Mathews Brothers, but most of these people he's called on for 40 years are the same people, no matter who he was working for. So it'll be very tough to for anybody to clone that guy, you know.
No, when it comes to Roger, I really always just think about someone who's truly timeless, because he is in some respects. He's a friend and somebody who you always knew what ground you stood on, and you could pretty much count on how he would approach a problem and take care of that problem, because he was always trying to look out for our best interest and the customer's best interest too. So had a great opportunity to go down the Rogue River with Roger for 4 days, and we had a great time to get to know a little bit about each other away from the business. And we had a great time sharing a boat, catching fish, and I think I showed him a few things, so hopefully he can apply that during his retirement. And I also had an opportunity to work with Roger outside of retail, because he and I were on the road at the same time. I was with Brockway Smith, and then he was with Mathews Brothers, of course. And we would always see one another when we went and visited certain dealers. And I always could count on Roger being out there calling on dealers when other sales reps probably weren't. But that was the thing with Roger. He just always knew the importance of being face-to-face with somebody, delivering good news, bad news, taking care of problems. Didn't just call on the phone to relay information of a bad situation or whatever the issue might have been. Always took time to make the trip, come see us, and I always had a lot of respect for that, and I learned a lot from him as a sales rep being on the road. So he is timeless. There are very few sales reps that will embody his attributes, so we'll miss him a lot.
Roger was an extremely nice guy. He is a nice man. And lots of fun. He and I had a few things in common. He liked to fish, I liked to fish. He liked to drink the same thing I did, so we had many good times over that. Got a great wife, which is probably a great help to him. Yeah, hate to see him go.
Roger is a great advocate of Mathews Brothers Windows for sure. He's one of our great partners in our industry. He's a great advocate for his company, and he's been a great help to me learning the vinyl window line for sure. He's going to be sadly missed.
Roger's one of a kind. He's always one of our reps that comes in, always got a smile on his face. When I found out he was leaving, it really disappointed me, but I'm glad to see he's taking early retirement. He's done a lot for me since the short 3 years I've been here, and I hate to see him go, but I hope he does really well on the golf course from here on out.
Working with Roger is just exceptional. He is a man of a real professionalism. Being able to accompany him on sales calls and see how, as an outside salesperson, to see how he really upholds the name of the company that he works for. And he's a legend in his own time. And being able to really learn from one of the very best, and that's how I consider Roger.
Roger's a good guy. Glad to do business with him. Wish him well.
Very interesting. Roger's a great salesman. He's hands-on. He going to a site with his little hairdryer in hand, tearing somebody's window apart, and you're worried about whether it's going to go back together or not. But he talks all the way through it, and the customer is impressed with what he's done and more impressed with the quality of the product. So he's a great spokesman for Mathews.
Roger's been an absolute blast to work with. Always has a grin on his face, smile, great attitude, just a peach. He's great.
Like working with a hippie. No, Roger's been awesome. Roger knows how to take care of things, really goes above and beyond for the customer and for the people that he's servicing. Roger's a great guy. He's going to be missed. So you can pay me after this is done? Or okay. Beautiful. Appreciate it. Love you, Raj. Happy retirement, buddy.
Roger was one of the first salesmen that I remember. One thing was his donuts that he used to deliver to us. Yes, every visit, and he's just very memorable.
Roger's been an awesome person to work for. I myself started as a young man here working at T.A. King & Son in the mid-'70s. Roger's been around my store for many, many years. I do understand that he is full of bullshit, but that's besides the point. Other than that, being one of his specialities, of course. Roger's an awesome guy. We're going to miss him down here, but I will see him around. There you go.
Every time that I sell a Noah Merrill window, I think of Roger, because Roger said a Noah Merrill is what a wood window would be if it could be, but it just can't be.
Roger, man, we go way back. It's like how many years? Back in the Acme Dunham days, if anybody still remembers Acme Dunham. It's been a great run for Roger and a great run for the whole industry. And he's been a real gentleman through all these years and great for the industry. And I wish him the best. I mean, he certainly deserves it, and I know he's going to be very active in retirement. because that's him. He's not gonna slow down. And I'm gonna miss our rooming together on the Rogue River fishing trips, which is good, because they say what happens on the Rogue River stays on the Rogue River. So thank God, Roger. Couldn't ask for a better guy. I hope you have a great retirement, and hey, we'll miss you.
Well, Roger's been a great salesman, good friend. We've dealt with him for near 30. I've been here near 30 some odd years. He's been good to us, good guy. He's quite a character in his own right. Been a few trips with him back when we used to go. Just a great guy. Great guy overall.
Roger's been great. I've got to be honest now. Is that what I got to be? Now he's been great. He's about the exact opposite of most all those people you said. Okay, he's an upstanding guy, always honest, works hard, and stuff like that. And of course, he makes famous the famous two words we always tell the salesman. Get out and stay out. That's where we got it. So, no, good guy, and really enjoyed doing business with him for sure.
Roger has come out not as just a business partner, he's been a friend. We built relationships. I think I started doing business with Roger in 1990 when he worked for another company. Then he went to work for Mathews Brothers, and when he first came into business, I liked Roger, but I didn't just jump on the product. You guys changed the line. I felt very comfortable, and it's been a steady incline since. I mean, Roger is more than a salesman. He's a friend. He's a great guy. He did us all very good justice in this business. We'll miss Roger 100%. I wish I was retiring with him.
It's been great working with him. He's always very animated. Seems like he loves what he does. He's great working with people. He's very good with the details. He just does a bang up job, and we're definitely gonna miss having him here.
Oh, Roger, you're retiring? That's awesome. We've been working together over 16 years. I can't believe that. And what a hoot it's been. We always knew when we heard your voice out in the hallway that we in the office were going to be in for a good laugh. Thank you for that. I do feel bad for Julie. You're going to be underfoot full time. I'm not sure how she's going to be able to handle that. Not sure if I could, but good luck, Julie. Best of luck in your retirement, Roger. I truly hope you live every day to the fullest. We're going to miss you.
Working with Roger Grindle has been not only an adventure, but a pleasure working with him. And I really now understand why he drinks Crown Royal.
With Roger Grindle, actually, it's been a pleasure. We got to know him previously through the retail, through his other jobs and everything, but the dynamic all changed when we actually started working with Roger on this end of it right here. I will say this right here, people do business with people that they like, and Roger has a lot of friends, and consequently he's done a lot of business because of that right there. It's been a real pleasure. We get to joke, you get to experience Roger. Roger is a guy that can talk about 5 different projects all in one sentence and just get you laughing, just like right now. All you got to do is say Roger Grindle, and you start grinning and you start laughing. So it's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure working with him. Hey, and I look at it this way. I mean, he has, in the time that he's been there, he has kicked John Roper's butt every year in sales. He has finally gotten Northern Casing. What else has the guy got to do? He's got to retire, go out on top. That's Roger Grindle. So it's been, all joking aside, it's been a real pleasure. I wish him well. I hope he stays healthy, stays active, and that's it.
Exceptional, unbelievable guy. Very committed to customer service, loyal, very well man. We'd like to thank him and give him one more wild card before he's done here.
All right, look at that. That's for you, Roger.
Thank you.
Roger's been fantastic since the first time I met him. It's just a wealth of knowledge being in his territory, in our industry for 41 years. And to be able to go through the territory and have Roger not only point out over there of pieces of architecture he was involved in establishing. There's always some folklore, there's always a funny story behind every window that's been put in the territory. And you combine that with a true love for his customers, and he just made it really fun, really rewarding, and I'm going to miss him a lot.
Happy retirement, Roger. Happy fishing.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the presentation, had a few chuckles at Roger's expense, and have enjoyed the food and drink. In closing, just let me say, we have a few things for Roger. Some are here tonight, some he'll pick up tomorrow or early next week when he comes by. But his good friend and my good friend, Ryan Otis, has secured for us a very special velvet bag with Roger's own name on it, his own bag of Crown Royal. We also have the keys and title to a vehicle for him, as well as his last commission check. And Julie, if you didn't know about those, we just started that. We've never done that before in the past, but we just started, believe me. Both my wife and I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know Julie and Roger, and have had a great deal of fun with them over the years. Roger, enjoy retirement. I hope you do. With that, good evening, folks. Hope you had a good time. Thank you very much.